Hey there, McCusker, Toasty DIY, and today you're joining me in kind of a time capsule type thing. I did this a few months ago for our Minecraft, like 2-week binge and showed you all everything we'd done in Minecraft. Well, that same group, or at least enough similar members, have decided to try out Valheim. So we jumped in, and I think I looked at, like, recently, one of my buddies has like 100 hours recently set on Steam. Another has like 40. I have about 50. We are all pretty invested and have had a good time playing Valheim, but I can feel, for me at least, the end is calling. I don't know if I have enough steam to keep rolling in this game for now, but we had a great time, and I thought it'd be fun to do kind of like a time capsule like we did before, like in the Minecraft video, where just talk a little bit and walk through the area, and then that way one day in the future I can look back at this, which I enjoy doing. I didn't realize I'd enjoy that so much, but I definitely do. Note, it's actually just load up my inventory there for a second. This will have some spoilers for later game materials, so if you don't want to see that, feel free to hide your screen. But I'm going to go ahead and equip what I'm normally wearing, so that way I don't get just slapped by something. Alrighty, so as far as our run's gone, it's been pretty fun. Everyone's played a fair amount, and at almost any time after work, there's one or two Vikings running around. This was our initial farm and building, built by a buddy of mine named Griffin. He's probably the best at building in most any game that I run into, but this was his little farmhouse that really got built in the beginning and then never used again, because we moved over to this town where we initially started, where there was like 3 buildings automatically here, and so we called this town Restbit. And so Restbit has since grown, become a all-encompassing little camp. So let's take a look at it. And the first thing you'll see when you're heading towards town is probably Sam's tower. Sam wanted to build something, and so he built this tower, and apparently his fascination with towers is not ended, as he's built a second one over there, but this one was his first build. He had never played Valheim before, so this is the first thing that he ended up finding. He does really get into it in any game that he gets into, the building portion. So this is what he's created. He got unlucky, and for some reason someone grew a pine tree right here, and I think we're too afraid to knock it down out of fear it'll knock over his other stuff he's worked on. But this is his tower. I don't often see him up here in it, you know, kind of some of these builds, you build them and then make them look nice, and then he kind of doesn't come back to that area for a while. But looks like he's got a nice little stand here. He, of course, took the motor trophy. That jerk got it before I could. I wanted to do the same thing, so can't really judge him, can I? But we've had all the bees we've had since the beginning of the game has been these ones. They provided all of our honey, which has been funny, trying to keep up with what we need based off how many we have. A little secondary garden in the back. Our windmill kind of section, cooking. Oh, we made another one. I guess somebody needs to cook faster. And this has been our longhouse since right after we beat the second or third boss. We built this out. The moment we got access to iron and stone cutting, this was something that I wanted to build, so I built out the frame for it. People have come through and made it look a lot nicer, adding decorations, other things. But overall, a pretty cool little longhouse. We've since been moving out to our own places, but this was where we based out of, all sleeping up here for the entire first half of the game. Snorri Sturluson, Hildak, Thorfinn, Brandon the Bold, Sigrid. We've all got dumb little names. I think mine's McDurran. Yeah. So, been fun using this house for a while, and then Jake wanted to do his first build, so he built this armory for us. You can see in here he's got the things labeled on what they should be: weapons, archery stuff, tools and keys, and then armor has become very backlogged with accessories. Then up here is the tier 4 armor set. It's anything we have fully maxed out. Once we're done with that, we put up here. Now, over to our forge area, which is being redone. It looks pretty ugly, except for this building, which I threw together to hold all our metals and scraps. And then this was for the Iter refinery, but has been filled back in, it was like by somebody, since we've moved the Iter refinery to what'll be Jake's tower. So he built that one, that building. I built the back little attachment, and he's built this, and he's working on it. but he needs tons of black marble. Here we have Brandon's house. He seems to have almost finished it up, at least gotten a lot further than it was. Pretty nice looking. I like it. I dig the windows. There's not many ways to do that in this game that don't just leave them fully open, but I like that he has a view of the sea. Pretty cool. But he's working on that. Clearly got supplies for that. This house I'm probably going to tear down, but this one is my first house besides the longhouse we're living out of. Something simple that we had set up, and my bed used to be there, but now I've been living out of a different place. I wanted to try something a little bit larger, but fun to look at nonetheless. We've had a good time going through this game. It's taken us about like a week per boss or zone. The problem that really comes down to it is like when we need to get silver, maybe I think 60 silver to fully finish one person, which one person can go get, and maybe an hour or two of progress. Get it all together and then drive it back here. But when we need it for 8 people or 4 people or 6, depending on who's going to be on that night to fight the boss, it like becomes exponential. But this is Sam's lighthouse he's working on. Yeah, I'm not going to go up there. That's too hard, but he wanted to build a lighthouse, so it looks like he's done a pretty smack up job of that. Oh, can we go up through here? Ah, we can. It's not very precise yet. I'm sure he's... When you tear this down, I bet you it looks pretty good. The stairs and all. And then I think Brandon did the dock. This was his goal. To build something nice. Cartography table here, which looks pretty cool. One boat. I think the other boat might have gotten busted up or he took it out somewhere. But you can fish off it or whatever. Overall, I dig it. I don't know how you get stuff down the water that's hard. This gazebo is built by Griffin right when we discovered portals, so he knew he'd put them down. And then let's go look at Jake's tower he's been working on. He wanted it to be a magical tower, so this is his base setup. But he has the Ita refinery in here somewhere. Yep. Smack dab in the middle. With the ability to load it from above. Yep, I believe it's right here you load it in. But he's still going up. He's going to go taller. I think he aims to be larger than Sam's towers, so that'll take him some time. But it's been cool. Unlike Minecraft, I feel like everyone's gotten into the building at some point in this. In Minecraft, we have some people who just commit to just resource gathering. But in this one, everyone seems to enjoy the tools you get to build. So we'll go check out my house and we'll be done. And then I'll have this little time capsule. And if you all enjoyed it, you know, of course, let me know down below if there's any suggestions you have for what we should do with this. But we'll probably just save the world since the server will go down at the end of this month. But this is my little base out in the middle of the Mistlands. It's like supposed to sit on the 3. And I did that on purpose so that you could get all 3 resources. But this is pretty much it. This inside was the area I worked most on, trying to make the workbench look built in. With these things being set and then building around them to make them look like they're a part of it. Bed up here, and then like an attic space. Kind of neat. Forge built in. My stove also kind of pokes out from there so you can cook from inside. And then the forge, still pretty proud of with this little design that looks kind of like an actual forge, which is nice. But the main reason for building here was the access to having the Mistlands and the plains right within reach of each other, so I could farm everything in the game while being at my house if I wanted to. Then the nice little retaining wall looking over the plains, because there's no point for this stand-on portion for the Mistlands because you can't see anything. I was happy with getting to use glass though for once, and I was afraid locks would come up here and stomp through this building or secret soldiers would find it, but been rather lucky in that nothing really is bad. Nothing really bad has happened to my base. Other than that, some basic storage down here in the basement, and that's really been it. It's been a fun time playing Valheim, but I think that my drive to continue building is waned away. So I'm gonna go get one last little shot, probably from Sam's tower of our town, so that way we can look back and I can point out one thing that was happening that I don't know if it got finished or not, but we had kind of a rule. There's a way to cheat items back without having to sail them or whatever if you don't want to worry about using the boats all the time, because none of us really enjoy the boat travel so much. And so we had a rule, which was that we kind of had to, or at least we tried to have a rule that we had to do like a role-playing build to allow ourselves the right to use the teleporting trick. And so like the first one we had was this road, which extends, as you can see, off into the distance, and then even further it goes up to here as of right now, and it goes out through the woods and then flattened out so we can bring a cart all the way back from what we called Mount Nexus, which was up there. And the goal was to extend it up to the mountain, and then it was like we're allowed to cheat back silver if we don't want to drive it back via boat or whatever. But that's really it. So thank you all for peeking at this video. If you have any comments about what we should change or do, or maybe ways to make the game a little bit more, like more things to do, because the problem we've run into is with having 6 people, we kind of get desynced on when we can all do the bosses together. So some of us are stuck just building while we wait for the other ones to get caught up. Or we have to go farm for them, and then they kind of miss the chance to experience the zone on their own. So that's been our main issue, and so I think that the desync is far enough away now that I'm going to be chilling and just popping back on for the boss fights. And then I've heard about what lies beyond in this game, and that seems a little bit maybe too much for me. But thank you all again for watching, and take care. Peace.